Oh, this is backwards. Sorry. Starting with what's the T? All right. We have an obsessive lover who is fake flexing. You are moving on. You're not interested. This might be somebody who has cash and not good credit. They haven't been taking care of maybe their physical appearance. They might want to meet up with you because you're moving on. They could have had an affair, someone that had an affair. There could also be someone coming in for some people who want to have an affair. Or if it's not an affair, they're interested in you physically for sure. There could be romance. And you may not be interested. I think this is going to be that obsessive lover actually that comes in and wants to get things going again and you're not interested. Wow. Oh, and they are somebody who abuses divination. So tell us more about that, please. Tell us more about that. This is someone that you have chased in the past. You were running after them. This could be a fire sign. This could be someone who played a lot of games and thought they were winning. They're also competing with you. And they're watching. They may hear that you are seeing someone else, or they're trying to see if you are seeing someone else because they're hating on you and they don't want it to go well for you. You are stepping into your power though. You are rising up. It doesn't matter the gender. It doesn't matter, but there is someone who is obsessed. They may even want to come in and try to bribe you or try to bribe someone. They're always partying. This could also be where their money's going. Another reason why you're not interested. They're looking you up. I feel like there's going to be some type of a retaliation because you are not interested in this person, spending any time with this person. So, okay, that just fell. Oh, there could be someone who's a liar. I feel like there's lots of reasons why you are not interested. Okay, so this divination abuser could be using graveyard magic. Someone who does that. Yeah, they're using witchcraft. And what did I just say? So your family could be involved, and that could be who's paying people for something. They could be paying a practitioner to do magic. I feel like your family is involved in this. Tell us more about the family. Okay, so someone in your family is watching readings on you. So again, the abusing divination. There is something about a setup for an overdose, and they've moved evidence. There's some evidence. You may need to prove your identity at some point, because it looks like someone's put a timeshare in your name. This could be someone with an STD. And there's a bunch of people hiding many crimes. There's a bunch of people here. So far, I'm only seeing like these 3 people. Wow. This is an empath and narcissist dynamic. And they're not only a liar, but they're lazy. There could be a feminine energy helping a masculine energy lure or set up younger women. And someone may have set up, hacked your social media accounts. Okay, so now I already talked about your family possibly blackmailing people, because we have all this cash here. There's some cops that could be approaching people as well, bribing or blackmailing them. I feel like this has come out a bunch of times in the last year, and I feel like what that is about, because it's like, I've wondered a lot, like, how could this cop, like, blackmail people, like... But you know, if someone works closely with criminals, maybe someone like people who are on parole or probation, right? And you have a corrupt law enforcement person, probation officer, lawyer, something like that, you could blackmail people who are trying to clear their name, finish their time. You could blackmail or bribe somebody and tell them, if you even have the ability to do it, that you can get them some type of deal or something like that. Or if these people who are potentially getting bribed or blackmailed, if they are doing things they shouldn't be doing now, and they're still like potentially, like maybe on probation or parole, this could be a way that the cop is saying, we'll keep you out of trouble. You just do these things for me. I can give you something like this, okay? I just feel like that's what I've been shown over the last year. So somebody's going to come in acting like they want to be your friend. This could be someone who hasn't, they've worked in the nursing or medical industry. Someone else could be a sex addict. And I feel like at this time you may be thinking of relocating. Someone else may need to relocate. Like, I feel like if you want to relocate, it's because you're choosing to, and if someone else has to relocate, it's because they have no other choice. This could have something to do with a stolen inheritance, where someone could be getting 1 to 3 years. Someone else here, now this is not going to be for everyone, and trigger warning, this is not going to be for everyone, but someone could be in danger, and it's from someone that you've known can be violent. Okay, so, but I'm not sensing anyone's actually in danger, like harm, like they're going to be harmed. I'll look into that a little bit more, but I don't really sense that. I do feel like someone is trying to find you, locate you. So, I would be, just aware of your surroundings and things like that, but I don't necessarily feel like, anyone's going to harm you. They might be thinking about it. They may have thought of it. They may have tried to plan it. But I feel like it's more so far spiritually. They've been trying to do things energetically, with the graveyard magic, the witchcraft, things like that, getting readings on you. What can you tell us about the danger? Is there anything we need to know about the danger? Is there anything we need to know about the danger? Okay. So when it comes to the danger, there is a bad person that's close to you. There is a bad person around you. just trust, your instincts. Trust your instincts. If you're feeling, if you like physically feel weird around certain people or a person, maybe your stomach gets upset or kind of turns. Maybe you kind of feel like, some people might even feel like nauseous, might get a headache. They could just feel very anxious. These are different ways people could feel physically when they're around someone who has like ill intention toward them, has some, really low vibrating energy, maybe someone they need to be cautious of. You'll want to get some professional advice on this. This could be, advice. It doesn't necessarily have to be a cop or a lawyer. It could be, like a therapist. Depending on, the situation and where things are being affected is probably the type of professional you'd want. Maybe it has to do with your job, right? So then you'd have to talk to your boss or something like that. And if you're not sure where to get the professional advice, you can seek assistance with that. You may need to do that first, where you don't know where to get the advice from. So you may need to, the first step is to, I feel like this might happen with someone where somebody might get triggered and then emotionally kind of get too anxious or worried. And so if that's the case, you may find yourself feeling very, like you can't think and you're not sure where to turn and stuff like that. You don't know what to do. You're panicking, like a panicking kind of confused feeling. So just, trust your gut first of all, and just be calm. Okay, you gotta calm yourself down, and so your first step is gonna be like find some resource that's going to lead you to who's going to help you on, like, directly with your situation. Feels like that took a long time to say that. Oh. Something is not the right fit for you. That could be where the relocating is coming in. Something is not a good fit for you. Okay. So what else can you tell the collective regarding this situation? Oh, that's too many. What else can you tell the collective regarding this situation? Okay, this could be someone who goes to AA. And it doesn't have to necessarily be like the person that you were with. There could just be someone involved that goes to AA. Your light irritates their demons. Like I said, these people are really in low vibration. And you are ascending. You're working on yourself. You're trusting your intuition, and it is irritating some people. This person, we did have sex addict come out. They could be having sex for money. This person could be having sex for money. They're very materialistic, so they could definitely be driven by money, and they may. Okay, we also have always partying, and goes to AA. Okay, so someone is very, very entitled. They feel very entitled, and they are competing right in front of your face. So they're playing games in your face. Okay, this person, they do not want to learn. They don't want to learn. They just want things to be the way they used to be, however that was. They don't want to learn. That is too much, Around a lot of bad energy, how you deal with it will tell you a lot, right? Okay, so this is kind of what I was talking about, like, some people, they're around bad energy and then they want to retreat. They want to get away from it, right? So then they remove themselves, or maybe they don't know how to remove themselves. They don't want to look impolite or something like that. So then they just maybe they get very anxious or something. Maybe they don't feel like they can beat them, so they join them. So then they kind of like participate in whatever, behavior or like ways of thinking, they kind of take that on. Other people though, so it's like, how are you dealing with it? So pay attention to how other people are dealing with that same energy, the energy that you aren't able to tolerate, makes you uncomfortable. How are other people dealing with that energy? And your energy is draining. Check yourself. Okay, so the reason your energy is draining, it's because you're irritating their demons. So you have this light, right? And they're in the darkness. So yeah, you're draining. Do vampires wake up at 6 a.m.? No, they go to bed. They go to bed when the sun comes out, right? You're draining them. And so they may tell you that. So be mindful of anyone that tells you that you're kind of like, if they say that you're an energy vampire, or like if they suddenly are always tired around you, maybe somebody's got to leave work early or leave the group early or something because they're so tired. They always seem so drained. Someone claims to be a Christian. And it could be this person or someone else in the situation, but they're a big a-hole. You've been through something like this before. I'm hearing loops. I heard again and again, or around and around. You've been through this multiple times. This energy, this situation, you've been through this, and you're handling it better this time around. Much better this time around. So good job. That's good. What do they need to know, though? Give us something. Okay. You need time alone to ask yourself some serious questions. Okay. Right? So I feel like if you give this time to yourself, things are going to come to you. So, we all are psychic. We all have psychic abilities. Somebody has a crush on you. You're entertaining low vibrations are you entertaining low vibrations without realizing it? This is what we were talking about. And the signs are slapping you in the face. Somebody is playing in your face. They're absolutely playing in your face. You seem to be ignoring it, or you're blind to it. Somebody's acting like they don't want anybody else. This doesn't even have to be like a romantic thing. This could be, like say it's a work situation. They're going to act like they don't want anyone else. You're what they need. I feel like you're getting some good clues about who this could be, though. Keep your life private. Don't share things right now. You have this person over here who's a liar and a bad person close to you. You don't want someone twisting what you say around. Are you seriously asking again? If you are wondering, if you keep asking yourself, is this so-and-so? Or if you keep asking yourself the same question, but your intuition, it's like shit keeps slapping you in the face, and you keep asking yourself the same question, hello, yes. Yes, whatever you have been hearing as far as an answer, that's still the answer. So don't ask anymore. Okay? So what action should the collective take? Any action here? Someone smells like cigarettes. If there's somebody who smells like cigarettes, this could be who we are talking about. Again, very entitled person. So if someone has a crush on you, this could be someone Like, I don't feel like you're interested, right? And so they're gonna act like, okay, well, I got options too. I know you got options, fine. I got options too. I feel like they're blowing it off, like trying to act like they're not bothered by this, but I feel like it does bother someone. This whole deck is like totally. Someone's a couch hopper, so they may not have their own place right now. This is someone who told you that they are not coming back. They said they are not coming back. They probably told you to not come back. Their ass is coming back. They're coming back. I have a deck here. Let me see. I have one here with names. So let's just go into some names. Let's get some names. Okay. So this could be the people. Excuse me. This could be the people that we're talking about here. This could just be someone else. A name of someone you know to confirm this is for you if some of these other details are resonating for you. And remember, this could be something that's played out. You have been through this multiple times. So this could sound very familiar to you because you've been through this situation, this loop multiple times. Although, this could be a future loop. This could be what you're going through right now. This could be what you just went through. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Cal is the first name that came out. Cal. We have Anthony. Peter. Isaac. We have Stuart. Someone has used aliases. Marshall, Marsha. Any kind of spelling, variation of spellings. Chris. Sammy, Samuel, Sam. I also heard Samantha. Someone could have a foreign name. Their surname is a Junior, like William Jr. This could also be someone just called Junior. They're named after a celebrity or same as, like Tyrese, Britney, Adele. I'm hearing take 3 more. Okay. So I'll take 3 more. 3 more names for the collective. We have Carmen, Cameron. Could also be a name that sounds like that.
No, I'm not. Oh, gotcha. We're looking for like a medium. Very good. You are. Okay.
So we have Erica.
So I'm wondering, like, what that process.
And we have Mel, Melissa, Melanie, Mella, Melody, Melvin. Sorry if it's loud. I work in a psychic shop, so we have people coming in right now. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. Sorry about that. So those are the names. Again, it could just be calling people out that you are familiar with. They may not have anything to do with the situation. You trust your judgment, trust your intuition. Somebody around you does not have good intentions. Let me see. I'm just going to see if I can get any more advice in this situation because I didn't realize it was going to get this loud. I'm sorry, I'm not answering questions at this time. I'm just doing a general collective. Healthy choices, making healthy choices in love and in life, self-love, self-care, being happier. So I feel like you are doing this at this time. Quote, receiving what you need, progression arriving, moving on, closing issues. So this is the second time that you have moving on. That's just confirmation. You are definitely moving. You're moving on. Okay? You're moving on. They are not. But you are. We also have watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, focusing out, sunglasses. They are focusing on you. You are focusing on the future. We don't get to decide how other people want to spend their time. But we do have the Grim Reaper here. The relationship is over. It is over. No second chances. Grow and transform your life. And then we have the butterfly, relationship evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child and growth. And this is you transforming.
That's interesting because you say you called into it. I was wondering.
So you're wrapping up a cycle and you're getting ready to be open for a new one. Yay! Thank you very much. I'm sorry I have to cut this shorter. I may go live tonight if you'd like to hit that notification. I don't know how you guys do it here on TikTok. I have a YouTube channel as well if you'd like to check that out. Divine Messages 333 LLC. Make sure it's the LLC. There's someone else that has a name similar to mine, a channel similar to mine. I am Divine Messages 333 LLC. I have lots of content on there. You can check out the timeless readings, the musical readings, nature readings, lots of different things on there. So hopefully something resonated with you. If it did, it looks like everything's going very well. It looks like there is something here that needs to get wrapped up. Like there's going to be somebody that's going to want to communicate with you. So just be aware that they're going to be manipulative and they're trying to, I feel like I should pull, and this card is looking back at me again, that you have knowledge that they can be violent. Okay. Oh, yes, your intuition is correct. Yes, your intuition is correct. In case somebody needed to hear that right now. Any last words they need to know? Okay. Okay. So there is some illegal activity going on where you're going to need to reestablish some boundaries. There's something you need to try, kind of coming at it in a new angle, and it's worth the investment. So whether that's investing your energy, your time, your money, it'll be worth it. It might be, seeking that professional advice. There may be, maybe a retainer you have to pay, or maybe you have to sit down or maybe you have to file a report, and you have to take time out of your regular routine. It's whatever, it's going to be worth the investment to do it, whatever it is that you're investing to do to take care of this. And you'll be moving. So that relocation, that's just more confirmation for the relocation. This is a person with a bad reputation. There they are smoking, probably smell like cigarettes, and they want people to believe that you have a bad reputation. This is someone from your past you've already dealt with. This is someone who's copied your work. They have duplicated you. They were an energy vampire. They were siphoning your energy. They're not doing well because they can't do that anymore, and they don't have the inside scoop, but they are trying to get a closer look and find out what's going on with your life. That might even be that they are reaching out and using other people to get information, but they are upset because they know that it's over. They know they've lost you. They know it. They know it. I feel like this is not how they wanted it to go. Even maybe you wanted an ending, but I feel like this was games. I feel like this was games. They didn't want it to go in this way, and they feel like it's just so messed up. But you are gonna have a new start with a new person because it is over. It's over. It's over. It's over. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you very much for accept what's dying. It's time to accept what's dying. If you're the cross watcher, it is time to accept what is dying. Okay, I'm going to stop now. I'm going to let that go. Let it just sit there. If you guys celebrate, have a great holiday. If you want to hit the notification bell or however you guys get notified here, again, like I said, if I go live tonight, I will be going live over the holidays, and I will be taking questions from people. So you can stay tuned for that. And yeah, have a great rest of your day. Thank you for stopping, and we'll see you again.